I'm Pastor Jake. I want to talk about hurting people for your own pride, for your own gain. You know, we look at this as King David. King David killed Uriah because King David had slept with Uriah's wife and got her pregnant. So to keep his own pride, he had Uriah sent to the front to get killed. We look at this with John the Baptist. John the Baptist called out King Herod. Well, King Herod got mad because King Herod was sinning and he took his brother's wife, so he had John the Baptist killed. Why? Because his own pride, to cover up his own sins. And that's what we do a lot. We try to cover up our own sins. We're seeing this in the media today. People going out and destroying somebody else's thing because of another person. They're mad. You know, we're supposed to be, it's funny how you say, oh, we're loving and tolerant, but then you're hurting people. I heard a pastor say it, and I keep harking on this because it really does bother me. When a pastor calls out and tells his people, his congregation, to hurt other people. Jesus says to his disciples, when they asked about raining fire down on people, he said, we're not that kind of spirit. That is the devil. If a pastor telling you we ought to go out and hurt somebody, right there should tell that pastor to kick bricks. In other words, take off. He should be run out of the church. I'll be honest with you. If he's telling you to hurt somebody, he is not a Christian and he is not of Christ, because that's the devil. The devil kills, steals, and destroys. We're supposed to be loving, kind, and we're not supposed to start now. Now we can defend ourselves if we're attacked, but we're not supposed to be out there hurting people out of our own pride or out of our own anger. Because see, here the thing is, anger is a sin. You know, matter of fact, the Bible tells you don't let the sun go down on your anger. In other words, don't let it build up inside. Let it go. This is what we're supposed to be doing. For Christians, we're just to let it go and move on. But the devil, he doesn't. He's so angry, he's so mad all the time. This is his whole thing. Kill, steal, and destroy. So if somebody's out there telling you, and he's a Christian or a pastor or anybody else, they're telling you to kill, steal, and destroy, that's the devil. Step away from it. Get away from it. Because I'm going to tell you about evil. It doesn't just sit there and stay little. It festers until it's full grown.